There are places on this planet that almost no one has seen. Deep in the Sahara Desert, beyond roads, beyond maps, exists one of them. A village so remote that even most locals don't know it exists. And what makes it truly extraordinary? Almost every single person here is born blind. To reach it, I need to travel over 1,000 kilometers across one of the most inhospitable places on Earth, where sandstorms erase entire villages, where summer temperatures are among the highest recorded on the planet, getting very hot now, and where the locals have one priority: survival. But the brutal landscape is just the beginning. This entire region has a do not travel advisory, a zone where the threat of kidnapping from armed groups is real and where the presence of an outsider is almost unheard of. No one knows exactly why this village was cursed with blindness. Some say it's a genetic mystery, others the result of an ancient prophecy that has come to life. Since I first heard whispers of this place, it's intrigued me. How does a community of blind people not just survive, but thrive in one of Earth's most unforgiving environments, in perhaps the most isolated corner of one of the least explored countries on the planet? My journey begins in Nouakchott, a once tiny fishing village turned sprawling desert metropolis due to climate change and desertification. Now home to a third of Mauritania's 1.5 million people, it stands as a cultural crossroad where Arab-speaking Moors, West and Central African groups, and nomadic Berber and Bedouin influences shape a unique yet troubled social hierarchy. Now, since this village can't be found with a simple Google Map search, we needed a friend for this journey. Meet Boo, our local friend in Mauritania, and possibly one of the only people who can get us to Dali Koumbe. Alright, let's figure it out. How long are we driving for today?
At least we will across 1,000 kilometers between today and tomorrow.
Oh, wow. And just like that, our 3-day journey across the Saharan Desert began.
Oh, this means a lot of camels.
We quickly realized that there was one thing that we weren't used to.
Camera down.
Okay, so there's a checkpoint. We're just stopping, waiting for the police. We'll see. There has been, I don't know, 20 checkpoints. Why is there so many times that they check?
To secure the situation here. We took your passports to give them to them. So if anything happened, they give them the timing.
Parts of Mauritania lie in the Sahel, a region that has become a global hotspot for extremist violence. For reference, the region accounts for around 50% of terrorism-related deaths worldwide. And although Mauritania has remained relatively stable compared to its neighbours due to its security measures, this area is just 30 kilometres away from our destination, posing an extreme risk for its inhabitants.
It's been a lot. We had less checks in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
There was a lot of checks in Afghanistan, but more already here in Mauritania.
That's why I made here 40 copies.
40?
And I don't know if maybe I can make more. It's
really?
It's depend.
Whoa.
Yeah. You like to get some?
What is it?
A goat.
Yeah.
Liver.
Oh, liver.
Yeah.
I'll have my bread.
Okay, perfect.
It says tea is like really, really sweet.
In Mauritania, we drink 9 cups of tea per
Oh,
day.
that's like me and
Yeah.
coffee.
Coffee.
It's the first glass, it's sweet like love. The second is gentle like death. The third one is bitter like life.
Just so like life. There is just a whole lot of desert. I've been falling asleep, but every now and again you'll go through a small little town and there's some donkeys, some goats, some street food, and then you just kind of keep going. Mauritania is over 90% desert, and the 10% that's left is subject to desertification, which means that's also in danger of turning into desert as well. So Mauritania is a lot of desert.
Come on, we will take some rice here and some food, and then after the lunch we will
Drive.
drive. It's a full day of driving.
Sure, let's go. I like it.
5-star restaurant.
I like it. It's my type of restaurant.
We ate a typical Mauritanian meal, which usually consists of rice and goat meat.
There's like a nice seasoning or something. Yeah, it tastes good.
And is paired with tea.
I love this tea. It's so nice. This goat's gonna come eat the food. Is that cannibalism? Oh no, don't eat that part. You done? Well, okay, see ya. Nice to have a meal with you. He's gone. How did you find out about the village?
I have a friend who heard about it. There is some small village located like near Mali, and the majority of people are blind. When I heard this information, I didn't find anyone who knows about it very well. The road is not available on Google Maps, so the only thing it was just ask people on the street.
The legend of Dali Koumbe is one of mystery and faith. A woman, 10 generations ago, received a prophecy in a dream from a mysterious figure that she would give birth to a virtuous and noble man without eyesight. Sure enough, her next child was blind. And so were most of the children of the village who followed. For a deeply religious community, this was seen as a positive, a fulfillment of God's will. Today, they live remotely in a village that even most locals can't locate.
So we're driving for 2 full days, and at this point, if we don't make it to a village or somewhere tonight, we have to literally camp in the desert. So time is of the essence. All right, back in the car for the whole rest of the day. Let's go. It's getting very hot now. I was wearing a long sleeve, and earlier I was like, oh, it's fine. It's not fine.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I feel like Jimmy in Better Call Saul in that one episode.
You're in the just car.
The fact that we were already struggling made me wonder how on earth the people in Dali Koumbe live, being so exposed to the harshness of the desert.
The sun is about to set. It's been a long day in the car, but this is one of the, I think, last bigger towns that we're heading through today. So we should be finding our way for somewhere to sleep tonight pretty soon. All right, so we all know that traveling is stressful. It's stressful finding bookings, getting to the airport, getting around, all of that stuff. The last thing you want to worry about is data, which is why I use Holofly as my eSIM. If you don't know what an eSIM is, it's an electronic SIM. So it's not a physical SIM card, and it goes onto your phone electronically. There are no roaming charges. You can keep your physical SIM, and Holofly works in over 200 destinations. A lot of the packages you can purchase from Holofly are unlimited data, and you can customize the days of your trip, which means that you're not paying for days that you haven't used, but also you're not running out of data halfway through your trip as well. I also love getting a regional SIM, so if you don't just want one particular country, you can grab a group of countries in their regional SIM option. There's even a global option, so if you're really jumping around the world, Holofly has something for everyone, and I've used it for the last year and I've never had a problem. It's always been very fast and reliable. It just made my travel so much easier. There was so much less stress. Travel is stressful. Travel is very stressful, but data and eSIMs don't have to be. So get your next eSIM today for your next trip by scanning the QR code on the screen somewhere right now, or clicking the link in the description bar below and using my code josie at Holofly to get yourself 5% off and coverage for your next trip. And thank you again, Holofly, for sponsoring this video here. Let's get back to the story. We're good?
All good.
Bikhair.
Bikhair.
Let's go. Also, if you have any tips for Arabic, leave them in the comments for me, because I am trying to learn and I'm not that good yet. I can't believe we drove all day and we're only like, this is the first night.
We're not even halfway.
We're not even halfway.
No.
This is our accommodation for the first night, driving across the desert in Mauritania to get to Dali Koumbe. Charging corner. Got an air conditioner. It's a massive bed. Now over here, we have our lovely plasma screen TV.
You need more space? Voila, right into the wall. Wow.
Okay, no light in the bathroom, that's fine. We have a massive...
Ooh.
Oh,
Takes time.
We've got a massive bath shower. Look.
All we need.
It's all you need.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So where are we right now? We're not even halfway into the over 1,000 kilometer trip. So look, we have a long way to go. I know those things don't come across on camera, but it is tiring to travel like that all day. But yeah, I'm somewhere in Mauritania, somewhere in the desert, and getting ready to travel even more into the desert tomorrow.
With still more than halfway to go, the next day had to begin very early.
What is this?
Okay, so spoiler alert, this is gonna make me sick today.
I'm not doing well. I shat in a hole in the desert.
Quick breakfast because we should go.
Okay.
We have a long itinerary today also.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is how remote this village is of blind people. It is probably one of the most remote towns ever, but quick breakfast. And we have to go. Ana mut'aba, which means I'm tired. I'm kind of nervous. We are getting closer, and I feel like a little bit of curiosity. Also just, yeah, a bit nervous. I don't know why. I'm excited to talk to them though. All right, yalla.
Don't say that. You said.
I only know like 50 words in Arabic, and that's my favorite one.
Now, while driving, we learnt about Mauritania's history with slavery. Slavery in Mauritania still exists to this day. Mauritania was the last country to abolish slavery in 1981, but it wasn't criminalised until 2007. Yet, an estimated 90,000 people remain enslaved, born into servitude without knowing their legal rights. Little did I know how many challenges there were still yet to come.
Shukran. I'm not doing well. Yeah, I'm not doing too well.
You sick?
Yeah. I honestly don't even think I'll make it to the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if we even get there right now.
Yeah, we've still got like over 100 kilometres to go.
Well over that.
And the next roads that we go on after this aren't on Google Maps. It's just dirt.
Right now, I'm not feeling up to it. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see.
This is the most sick I've been in a while, and with still a huge part of the journey to go, I started to lose hope that we would ever get there.
We're trying to find an apartment.
Boo was asking at place after place, but
All booked. We will
yeah.
check another one.
We're just seeing if there's a room available here. We're getting close. We're not there yet. We're getting close. I hope we make it at this stage. Hopefully we'll stay here and park here for the night.
Okay? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright.
I don't know, it feels good. And I'm in the middle of absolutely, actually, literally nowhere. Like, we've been driving for 2 days. That's how in the middle of absolutely nowhere I am. Oh. Lovely. Let me see where I'm going to be all night. Just the toilet. Oh. I shat in a hole in the desert. Oh gosh.
I was starting to feel better, so I went outside and was greeted by some of our neighbours.
Walaikum salam. Ana bikhair. Waya?
In Mauritania, many people are more reluctant to be on camera than most other places we visited, due to cultural and religious beliefs. Some view photography or videography as intrusive or even spiritually problematic. Privacy is highly valued, and in some cases, women find it immoral to be captured on camera. So that makes the people that we did get to speak to and who were open to telling their stories even more special.
It's me, Josie. Wayant?
Your accent must be funny.
Do I sound funny?
Yeah, I like your accent is really amazing. I like it.
How do I say, Kefakulu, nice to meet you, بالعربية.
سررت
صورته
بلقائك.
بلقائك.
لقائك.
بلقائك.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shukran.
As the sun was setting, we sat down to eat dinner and, of course, drink some tea.
think I'm better.
You think you are?
I think. I think I'm better and then I get worse, so I think I'm better.
I want you to get better soon because...
Me too.
Yeah, I need you tomorrow.
While we drank tea, Boo started to tell us more about himself and, funnily enough, his knowledge about Australia. He likes Wolf Creek from Australia. Of anything Australia made, it's Wolf Creek. Are you scared to come to Australia? Because of Wolf Creek?
I think yes.
Yeah. When we search about Mauritania in Australia, it says don't travel to Mauritania. I think there's some like kidnappings and stuff like that. Do you know about it or?
I know about it. It's happened 2007. This is an old story. Now everything is changed.
Yeah.
Lots of tourists coming.
Mauritania has seen a sharp decline in kidnapping since 2011, following a wave of abductions and attacks by terrorists between 2005 and 2011. However, foreign governments still warn of a high risk, especially near the Mali-Mauritania border, just 30 kilometres from Dali Koumbe, a designated danger zone that we're approaching with every kilometre. What would you say to people watching about Mauritania, your home?
Mauritania is a safe country. I made all the territory of Mauritania many times. So just come and visit this undiscovered country. We have all the landscapes that you can imagine. It's just a small undiscovered planet. So just come and you will enjoy, inshallah.
And lovely people.
People.
Everyone's been so friendly our whole trip.
Yeah.
So very nice hospitality. And tea. This is literally the last room left in this entire town, so I am so grateful that we got it and somewhere with an air conditioning, because while I am feeling better, I'm not really feeling that hot. Like, I'm not feeling good at all, but I'm determined to make it to this village tomorrow. We have a big day tomorrow. We finally reach the village in the morning, hopefully, if I don't wake up sick. So look, air conditioning, a good sleep, and I'm excited to learn more about the people who are the reason why I've come this far in the first place, and I've traveled for 3 solid days. So let's get to sleep. And we are on the way to the village filled with the blind people, the visually impaired people. And when we get close to there, we have to ask for directions because it's not on Google Maps. So, fingers crossed. Oh, and I'm feeling better today, by the way. Fingers crossed. We're just picking up some dates to take to the village, just as a gift, as a present for having us there. Curious. Everyone's been very curious, which makes me excited. As little Arabic as I know, I've been trying my very best to have a chat. But what was only 80 kilometres turned out to be a gruesome search that just didn't want to end. We're asking for some directions to find it. We're asking for some directions. Oh, yeah, like straight. Keep going. Every time I feel like we're getting close, we're still not there yet. There's lots of cows here.
We said this is the road.
Oh, it's the right way.
We are on straight. We go straight ahead.
Just keep going.
Keep going.
Drive. And just like that, we arrived at the place we had travelled so far to see. I was a bit nervous since I didn't know how the people of this village would react to our visit and the questions that I wanted to ask them. Finally made it. So I can't shake people's hand because I'm a woman, so I'm just keeping that in mind. I normally always go and shake someone's hand when I meet them, so I had to We were invited by Mohammed, the head of the village, who invited us to sit down and drink.
I was going to give you milk.
شكرا.
But you know,
أنا حقق لهم لنا أحلامهم كاملة ومرة كانت أفضل.
we hope that Allah can like make all your dreams like real. So he will pray for you.
And while sitting there drinking tea and talking, more and more people of the village came to greet us and say hello.
Oh, this is how you use his mouth.
He's from Australia. He speaks Arabic and he also converted to Islam. He's a Muslim.
Ah.
Yeah.
So when you're not here, do people guide him as well, just around like this?
No. He can go by himself.
Ah. He just likes you.
It's just because we are friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's low.
Assalamu alaikum.
You are welcome in this community. She knows that you are coming from far, 1,000 kilometers plus. And she hope also everything going well with you. Inshallah.
Shukran. And for her as well.
For her.
Shukran.
I sat down with Mohammed to find out more about his way of life.
Do you know why people here in this village specifically are born blind?
هو يراثي الله دولة ما قد تداوي أشخاص منا حاولوا إنهم يتداووا عند مراكز الدولة ما وافقوا ما قد تداوي.
What about for them? What do they do in their day?
لا حياة طبيعية، لا حياة إنسان عادي يوعى وتوب الفجر ويصلي، ما عنده قبال أنشطة ذيك هي. معظم حياتنا هون ترتكز على المساعدات، بأخبار الأكل وأخبار الشرب.
What part does religion and your faith play in your outlook on life?
وأثر الإسلام على شخص الأعمى يزيده طمأنينة، كما ورد في الحديث عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أن من فقد حبيبتيه دخل الجنة. هذه خصوصية.
What do they think that the world could learn about their community?
الوصول رسالة عن هذه الجماعة عنها جماعة مكفوفة وهي اللي قليلة شكلها في العالم. موريتانيا بعد شكلها ما هو خالق في العالم، لا يعود لها قليل والله ما هو خالق. قل ما تجد جماعة الحمد لله بالنوع من الكفافة موجودة لا معمي. قطعا الحياة الحمد لله إلا أن احنا مؤمنين، أما الحياة صعوبتها مؤمن كل شيء كامل يعود له صعيب، غير يقول يعود عنده ما هو صعيب، سهلوا له ملانته. أما الحياة قطعا حد ما يطلب الناس لا يشتقى، الحياة لا تعود ما يعطيه مولانا هبة من جهة والله مساعدات كبيرة والله لا تعود الحياة.
اختاروا الرسالة اللي نختاروا نوصلوا له في العالم، ومع في العالم اليوم عاد قرية إلكترونية. عندي في القرية ما زالت معزولة 100% في القرن 21 نظرا للاكتشافات اللي وعدت لها والبورتاجات اللي مشات منها مع ما تغيرت من واقعها. محتاجة الخدمات اللي تعين على الحياة اليومية. يوجد هواتف تتكلم كمثل ايفون فيها نوع فيها واي صفر وفي خدمات تساعد في شخص الأعمى على الكتابة وعلى
Auntie, Labas. As a woman living in a village, what's life like for you here?
ما شاء الله ما عندي مشكلة، صحتي سعيدة عشان إن شاء الله سعيدة إن شاء الله عليك المسلمين. ما شاء الله نعانوا الآن قضية الفقر ها كل الشيء هذا ويعانوا من وحده. هي مشكلتنا ثاني لك ما نعانوا من حامدي وشاكرين الأعمال الطانة مولانا.
Is there anything as a woman that you find more difficult here than men living blind and in this village?
تعاني من ملاقة تاكل وش تسقي بيه لباسها وش تلبس بيه وش تياسر تعيش بيه وش تقرا بيه وش ياسر من مشاكل ما ولا يصحى أنتم
After talking to them, I'm noticing that there are actually a lot of kind of archways here, and I wonder how they get through those things. I think they would have that open plan down memorized in their brain. It's something that you never really think about for yourself, do you? I mean, my glasses are so bad that I'm almost legally blind, but it is absolutely nothing compared to what these people go through. Plus, my lips are cracked and sore after 2 days driving in the desert. These conditions are no joke. It is hot. I can only imagine what it's like to live here and so far away from everything else, so remote. Their resilience is kind of blowing my mind a bit. And for them to still say that they're really happy is, I think, something that we could all learn from, to be honest with you. I'm very glad I got to meet them. We sat down one more time to share a meal, and then it was time to leave.
You are very welcome anytime. And he really appreciates this visit.
Shukran. Wadan. You like meeting them when you come to visit?
Yeah, because I miss them so much.
He's getting the gate for us.
Remember it all so perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wadan! Resilience. It's a funny term. We use it to describe overcoming issues in our lives. It's something I found in so many corners of this world, but it means nothing without perspective. I travelled over 1,000 kilometres across Mauritania in search of real resilience, a country most people know nothing about, a place I was told to fear. Along the way, I made friends, Boo, my driver, and an endless amount of smiling locals in some of the most remote areas on Earth, and of course, the inspiring village of Dali Koumbe. And here is where you expect me to talk about the people in the village, showing the ultimate resilience, navigating their blindness, their limitations in life, and persevering despite the hand that life has dealt them. But I'm not sure that resilience does it justice, because they don't just survive here. They seek ways to thrive in conditions that, even without the blindness, most people in the world could not fathom. 30 kilometres away from terror groups and battles between armed forces. In the heart of the most unforgiving desert on this planet. 1,000 kilometres from resources or assistance. Full lives and full of stories to share. In the end, this journey taught me something I didn't expect. That our fears often blind us more than any physical limitation. That in the most inaccessible places can hold the most profound connections. And that sometimes the world reveals itself most clearly to those who see it differently.